And our winner of our May race, the 6 car from Holmesville, Ohio, it's the Mouse, Kenny Jacobs. And our fast qualifier from Fremont, Ohio, the 23S up, Frankie Kerr. Starting 7th from Litchfield, Michigan, 5 of Chad Blond. Wyone's Mike Stemler alongside in the 22. Clarksville's 3, Danny Kraus. Eric Ely in a 5 car from Coldwater. 10 drivers for 8 laps. Top 5 transfer, we're green. Eric Ely in the 5 car with some problems. Looks like he'll make it on the track and will stay green. I guess not. We're going yellow. Let's all cross our fingers and hope this rain don't hit us. We got a whale of a show for you with 38 sprint cars on hand, and we're going green this time. Steve Seaver on the pole, the Elite Ohio driver. Jack Williams, our starter, looking them over. Here we go. Steve Seaver out to the early lead in a 36S. Jimmy Carter, Brian Ellenberger, 2nd and 3rd. Frankie Kerr up to 4th. Van Gurley Jr. running 5th. Kenny Jacob is 6th. Remember, the top 5 cars lock into the A main. Only your top 5. It's Steve Seaver, Brian Ellenberger, Jimmy Carter, 1, 2, and 3. Frankie Kerr 4th. Van Gurley 5th. Halfway this time, 4 down, 4 to go for heat number 1, your United Express blind heat. Elite Ohio, Steve Seaver up to the early lead. Brian Ellenberger running 2nd, Frankie Kerr, our quick qualifiers on the move. Kerr running 3rd. Carter now 4th. Kenny Jacobs past early 4th, 5th. Steve Seaver off and running with this one. 2 to go for Seaver. Ellenberger still 2nd with Kerr up to 3rd. Kenny Jacobs on the move. Jacobs now 4th. And Van Gurley Jr. trying to move on Carter for that 5th spot. White flag for Steve Seaver, 1 to go. The 36S of Steve Seaver's led all 8 laps, it looks like. Yes, he does. He's your winner of your United Express line heat. Elite Ohio's Steve Seaver. Steve, sponsored by S&S Volvo and GMC Truck, Rising Sun Express, and Advantage Cleaners and Limo. And Steve Seaver wins the United Express line heat. I thought he was going to dive into the pits. Looks like he'll make a move around this time. Lance Deweese, first time ever in the state of Michigan, a new 96 Speedway, an 88 car. Winner of the A-Main last Friday night at the famous Williams Grove Speedway. And Lance with some motor problems in the hot laps. He's got to dial in a little bit better in qualifying, but I still don't know if it's totally up to snuff. We might just get to see if this is a good 8-lap test session for Lance Deweese. So look out for that yellow 88 car. But we've got a Greg Wilson, Charlie Baker front row, and they're the ones that are going to lead him to the green as Jack Williams looks them over. Here we go. Greg Wilson knife for the early lead. Deweese in 2nd, Baker 3rd. Byron Reed runs 4th, and Brett Mann looking for some traction in 5th. Right up top, then back down low again. The kid, Greg Wilson, our early leader. Deweese in 2nd. Byron Reed now up to 3rd with Charlie Baker 4th. Dean Jacobs makes a move around Brett Mann. And Mann now up in the top 6, but he needs to be 5th to make the feature event. Wilson, Deweese, Reed 1, 2, and 3, Dean Jacobs 4th, and Charlie Baker 5th. Halfway this time for Ohio driver Greg Wilson into Ford. 4 down, 4 to go. Greg Wilson continues to lead with Deweese, Reed, Jacob, Baker, your top 5. Two laps to go for leader Greg Wilson. Deweese starting to close that gap between first and second. Wilson leads, Deweese is second, Byron Reed third, Dean Jacobs fourth. 1 to go. Deweese closing in. Here comes your winner out of turn 4. It is Greg Wilson. Lance Deweese second, Byron Reed third, Dean Jacobs gets 4th. At the line, Brett Mann gets the 5th and final transfer spot. Mann just passed Baker for the last transfer spot at the line, but how about a big hand for the kid, you Ford fans? Greg Wilson takes the Southwest Express line heat. That Bob Hampshire Ford looking good as Wilson takes the heat win number 2. Run it back in. We've got heat race number 3 for you. Thank you, race fans, for being patient and coming back to your grandstand seats. Is your Southwest Glass heat race number 3. If you don't remember, Steve Seaver to 36S. The 63 of Greg Wilson took the first 2 heats. As our GM Pace truck pulls off the track. Heat number 3, Drew Bible on a pole. Joe Conway to his outside. Mike Daggett, Casey Kane, your second row. Rodney Duncan, Paul McMahon, your third row. Norm Carpenter, Jim Damon, and Don Daggett ready to do battle for 8 laps. Top 5 make the A-main. Here we go! Drew Bible up front, young Casey Kane, just 19 years of age, in second, moving up. Paul McMahon in the U2 comes up and gets by for third, gets by Conway. But up front it's Bible and Kane, first and second. McMahon now third, Conway fourth, and Rodney Duncan fifth. Mike Daggett runs sixth. Enum Claw Washington's Casey Kane in second, got his sights on the lead, held currently by Drew Bible. Kane closes in on Bible to the inside of turn 2, they almost cut. Bible and Kane 1 and 2, McMahon runs third, Conway fourth. Casey Kane trying to set him up for the pass. We'll be halfway this time around. 4 laps complete, 4 still to go. With Drew Bible, your leader, but Casey Kane putting the pressure on. And we're under yellow. We've got a caution. The top wing on Norman Carpenter's car to C49. The front supports on Norman Carpenter's car collapsed or something, and he can't see where he's going. So obviously, is he slowing up? With the speeds we're running, we got to throw the yellow so Norman can limp his way back to the pit area without anybody running him over or him actually touching somebody not knowing where he's driving. Still 4 laps to go. So Drew Bible from Quincy, Michigan will lead him back to the green as Jack Williams looks over the drivers. Here we go, heat number 3. We're back green. Rodney Duncan trying to move on Joe Conway for a 4th spot as Bible holds on to that lead. Drew Bible, Casey Kane, Paul McMahon, 1, 2, and 3. It'll be 2 to go this time for Drew Bible. Our white flag coming out for Quincy, Michigan. Drew Bible, can he hold on for one more lap? It's Bible, Kane, and McMahon, 1, 2, and 3. Conway and Duncan running 4th and 5th. Rookie this year, going to take his first All-Star heat. It is Drew Bible. Drew Bible wins the Southwest Class Heat Race. Casey Kane gave it a valiant effort on that last lap. Not able quite to make the pass. But how about ever, one of the new 96 Speedway regulars, Drew Bible takes the 3rd heat race here in our All-Star event at the new 96 Speedway. Great job, Drew.
Wish Beth Nelson a happy 18th birthday because she had it on Wednesday.
She back out here again? I already did it once when she was selling tickets. If she gets back out here, I'll do it a couple more times.
Okay.
I've been embarrassing her good.
Yeah, no, we're gonna
I got to go racing here, so I'll get her. You betcha. There she is. Heat race number 4 about ready to roll for your United Specialties heat race for your All-Star Circuit of Champions. Here we go. Greg Wheeler, Robert Heiskins, Jared Hall, your top 3 as they try to complete their first lap. Greg Wheeler holds on to that lead, but Jared Hall, the Missouri racer, coming on strong in the 51 car. He's up the 2nd spot. Danny Smith makes a nice move, getting around Heiskin for 3rd, and now Heiskin 3rd. Excuse me, Heiskin 4th, but Danny Smith up to 3rd. Joey Saldana runs 5th, but still your leader, Indiana racer Greg Wheeler. Starting to close in is Jared Hall. Danny Smith running a strong 3rd. Saldana now 4th. Heiskin 5th and Todd Wolford 6th. Jared Hall closing that Wheeler, taking a move to the bottom of turn 1. No, not this time. Gave it a valiant effort. We'll see Hall can make a move in turn 3. 2 laps to go this time for Greg Wheeler, your leader. Less than 2 laps to go. White flag for Greg Wheeler, your leader. Jared Hall runs 2nd. Danny Smith 3rd, Joey Saldana 4th, and Robert Heiskin 5th. Columbia City, Indiana driver Greg Wheeler continues to lead. And taking a checker flag is Greg Wheeler. Jared Hall gets 2nd, Danny Smith 3rd, Joey Saldana 4th, and Robert Heiskin picks up 5th spot. Greg Wheeler takes your United Specialties heat race. Wheeler sponsored by Janitrol, Mother's Waxes and Polishes, Hires Auto Parts, Valvoline. 10 laps tonight for our B main, which will take 4 cars. We had 2 cars scratch out of the B main, a 5-car Eric Ely and a C49 of Norman Carpenter, so it's 16 cars for 10 laps. Your top 4 make the A main. Everybody else loads it up for tonight. So it'll be a hot and heavy last chance race as we're ready to roll. Hot Toddy, Todd Wolford on the pole, alongside Mike Daggett, Jim Carter all the way from Canada, running 3rd right now, and Charlie Baker's 4th. Here we go, your United Express line B main. Wolford, Daggett 1 and 2, Carter running 3rd, Baker 4th, Jason Blond alongside Charlie Baker, before they go back to single file, it's Baker fourth, Jason Blonde fifth, Chad Blonde sixth. Lap number one in, earlier getting number two down. Hot Toddy, Todd Wolford, your leader. Mike Daggett running second, Jim Carter third. Danny Cross fourth, Charlie Baker fourth. Jason Blonde fifth, Chad Blonde sixth, Jason Staller running seventh. We'll stay green as Danny Cross dives into the pit. Wolford continues to lead over Daggett. Jim Carter running third. The battle for the fourth and final transfer spot. The close one between Jason Blonde and Charlie Baker. Halfway, a quick 5 laps. For leader Todd Wolford. Mike Daggett running second. Jim Carter third. Jason Blonde fourth. Charlie Baker fifth. And Chad Blonde sixth. Jason Staller. We got a car up on turn number 3. Caution flag is out. Greg Dahlman, the T49 car, off the track in turn number 3. Greg. Here we go. We're going back in. The restart for the All-Stars is on the front stretch. Single file the outside of the cone. Todd Wolford from Middleville lead them back. Here we go. Rear green. Mike Daggett running second. Jim Carter third. Jason Blonde fourth. Charlie Baker fifth. Jason Staller in a 00 car trying to make a move. Staller gets by Charlie Baker. He's up to fifth. Jason Staller needs one more position to make that aiming. Completing lap number 7 this time. 3 to go for Todd Wolford, our leader. Mike Daggett running second. Jim Carter third. Jason Blonde fourth. And Jason Staller knocking on the door. Two to go this time. White flag this time for Hot Toddy, Todd Wolford, 1 to go. Mike Daggett running second still, Jim Carter third, Jason Blonde fourth, and Jason Statler fifth. Chad Blonde and Charlie Baker battle out for the 6th position. Your winner of the United Express Line B-Main is Todd Wolford. Mike Daggett gets second, Jim Carter third, Jason Blonde fourth, and Jason Statler does not make the A-Main tonight. Todd Wolford from Middleville, your winner of United Express Line B-Main. Barney Quick unbuckles our banner, and Todd very, very happy winning an all-star event sponsored by Germany Trucks, Gavin Chevrolet, Dan Bailey Excavating, and Hastings Quick Change. Your B-Main winner is Todd Wolford. Beautiful Chevrolet Silverado pace truck, and it'll be 1 to go. So pick out your favorites, race fans. Place your bets. Who's your winner going to be in our A-Main for the All-Star Circuit of Champions? Climb up the ladder and watch them up there because you're blocking the scores right there, okay? If you want to. It's just a suggestion. You can if you want. Gotta sit down. You gotta sit down. I can't see. We're going green. Maybe not. Can I help you? He claimed it already. Joey Saldana, Paul McMahon, your second row. Byron Reed, Frankie Kerr, your fourth. Rodney Duncan, Danny Smith, your fifth row. Van Gurley Jr. and Brett Mann, a pair of new 96 Speedway regulars in that fifth row. Jack Williams looking them over again. All the action at the chalk line. We're ready to do battle. Here we go! Lightning and thunder around the racetrack, and lightning and thunder on the racetrack. The Jacobs battlers doing battle up front. Kenny Jacobs leading Dean on lap number 1. Lap number 1 is complete with Kenny Jacobs in the lead. Dean running second. U2 Paul McMahon third. Frankie Kerr up to 4th. We'll stay green. Kenny Jacobs leads Dean Jacobs, goes U2 car, Paul McMahon running third, Frankie Kerr fourth, Joey Saldana fifth. Byron Reed runs sixth. Danny Smith in seventh, Rodney Duncan eighth, Brett Mann ninth, and Van Gurley 10th. Casey Caney 11th spot. Kenny and Dean Jacobs starting to work their way through lap traffic. Kenny Jacobs works his way through lap traffic, followed quickly behind my brother Dean. U2 of Paul McMahon running a strong service, third, fourth, Byron Reed now fifth, Joey Saldana sixth, Danny Smith running seventh, and Rodney Duncan eighth. Jason Blount with problems, the yellow 10 car pulls into the infield. We'll stay green as we quickly near the halfway point. Kenny Jacobs your leader, and he's starting to close in on our leader, Kenny Jacobs. Paul McMahon running third, Frankie Kerr is fourth. Byron Reed now fifth, and Joey Saldana sixth. Kenny and Dean Jacobs, first and second in the points tonight, and first and second on the racetrack as we near the halfway point. And caution on the racetrack for the 22 car of either Drew Bible or Van Gurley Jr. I believe that's Drew Bible. No, it is not. It is Van Gurley Jr. The team cars look almost identical. They're in a little splash of purple paint. The Chevrolet Silverado pace truck from the All-Stars heads into the infield. We're ready to go back green flag racing. Here we go. They're picking up the pace. Kenny Jacobs leads them back to the green. Jacobs and Jacobs first and second. The battle back to the back though continues on. Halfway. Paul McMahon running third. Frankie Kerr trying to get around the lap car of Robert Heiskin to get up into that top three battle. Byron Reed running fifth. Joey Saldana sixth. Kerr fourth, Reed fifth, Saldana sixth. Up on the sixth car, Kenny Jacobs is taking on. Kenny and Dean, 1 and 2, Paul McMahon runs third. Frankie Kerr fourth, Byron Reed fifth. They got clear tracks ahead of them. Survival pulls into the infield. His time is over. Gonna make it 2 for 2 this year. He took the 8-8 victory on May the 22nd. Looking for another win tonight. 5 to go for Kenny Jacobs. Dean Jacobs 22nd spot. Paul McMahon trying to close that gap on Dean's second position. Kerr still running fourth and Reed fifth. Nice got the back stretch. Will stay green. Right back on the track. Three to go for Kenny Jacobs. He continues to slice and dice his way through the field. Dean running second. Paul McMahon trying to close in once again on Dean Jacobs' second spot. McMahon still third and Warren Johnson still two. Third, fourth, three, fifth, still Dan and six. Danny Smith running seventh. Rodney Duncan eighth. Brett Mann ninth. Kenny Jacobs, your leader, with one to go. And your winner is the most, Kenny Jacobs. Dean Jacobs takes second spot. Paul McMahon third. Frankie Kerr fourth. And I believe Byron Reed fifth unofficially. Well, that was a fast 20 laps. Kenny Jacobs didn't mess around. Making it 2 for 2 this year at the new 96 Speedway. Your winner from Holmesville, Ohio, the most, Kenny Jacobs.
Big time. There it is. How about a big hand for Kenny Jacobs, your winner tonight. I like to go right here at 96, Kenny. 96 is one of my favorite racetracks. I like all the big fast tracks, and Bob Clinton built us a hell of a motor, so we always like the fast tracks. And Aaron and I come up here south tonight, and the car operated good all night long. We were off 4 or 5, but it worked out good for us on the front row. I just want to thank the new owners of I-96 for having us here, and Bill Remick for bringing us up here. This two-day race will be a good race. And I got to thank Abel Chassis, Clinton Ridge, Goodyear Tire, Pro Shot, Franklin Rear End, York Excavating Company, Les and Linda Stewart. They own this motor in the car, and a lot of people helped me get here. I couldn't do it without them. And a new sponsor I picked up lately, Outerwear, is coming from regular Kalamazoo, Michigan. It's helping me right now. And I want to thank Steve and Sherry Schussman for that.
Definitely, we sure appreciate that. Now, what a show. Your girl Rector behind you, been behind you all year long in the point standings, and you kept them behind you tonight. Good night for the Jacobs family.
Yeah, I'm sure Dad would be real happy if he was here, but he'll have to read about it or hear about it on the phone tonight.
Well, 20 lap heat race tonight, big money tomorrow night for the 30 lap, and maybe we'll see you again here maybe 3 for 3 this year.
I sure hope so. We'll be ready for it.
Your winner tonight, Kenny Jacobs!
Brian Carlson, the Linden, Indiana driver. Oroville, California is Paul McMahon and Warren Johnson's U2 car, the United Express Line sponsored U2 car. Big thank you, United Express Line, involved with our program this weekend.
TJ Buffenbarger from the Michigan Fast Track Challenge on night number 1 with the All-Star Circuit of Champions. Last time the All-Stars were here, a young driver from Washington State definitely captured everyone's imaginations here as he put on a tremendous show after crashing in the heat races coming up through the B main and just losing out on the last lap of the A main. Casey Kane. Casey, how does it feel to be back here at 96?
It feels pretty good. You know, we had a real good run here last time, and you know, hopefully we come out and qualify decent and just get in the start in the top 6 for the main event and try to get up front again.
Now, for the people that weren't here last time, let's talk about the last visit up here. You had crashed in the heat race, and you're leading the B main by at least a half straightaway, full straightaway. Why don't you tell everyone what happened from there?
I must have gotten into some debris or something on the track, and it blew the left rear tire. So then we had to go to the pit, and we got the tire changed, starting in the back of that again, and came back up. I think we got 4th or 3rd in the B, and then transferred into the A.
Now, in the feature event, you started on the front row and you were leading. And that caution came out with just a couple laps to go. Did you know who was behind you?
Yeah, I knew who was behind me, and I don't know. I thought we were good enough that it didn't really matter who was behind me at that point. But you know, the car started loosening up a little bit towards the end, and Kenny was real good, and he got by me on the bottom in the last corner, and we ended up 2nd.
Okay, but when we were down on the front stretch, so afterwards, the fans were just going crazy. It's the loudest that I've ever heard here at 96 for any driver. How did that make you feel after running 2nd? I mean, you got to be bummed out because, of course, you didn't win, but it had to make it a little sweeter.
Yeah, it was still pretty cool. You know, the fans liked it and put on a good show for them. So, you know, that's what I'm trying to do out here is put on a good show for the fans, and yeah, that's about it.
All right, that's Casey Kane here from the Michigan Fast Track Challenge.
Engine Shop, one of the fine sponsors on Mike's car. E&E Industries as well. Excuse me. 17:146 for the first lap time for Mike Stemler. 17:146. And a 17.212 seconds for Mike Stemler from Ionia, Michigan. From Bloomington, Indiana, it's Danny Smith. Danny Smith in the Denny Ashworth 92 car. Schnee chassis Kreiner power plant for Danny Smith. (15.902) first time for Danny Smith. 15.902. And a 15.933 seconds for Danny Smith on a second lap. 15.902 and 933. The 88 car from Portland, Michigan is Mike Daggett. Daggett in the 88 car, sponsored by BOC Gases. DE Root Construction as well. (16.288 seconds for Mike Daggett's first attempt. 16.288. Jimmy Carter from British Columbia, track champion at the Skagit Speedway in Washington State. Jimmy Carter in a 14C. (16.558) the first lap time for Jimmy Carter. 16.558. 16.341 in a second one for Carter. 16.341. Currently second in the All-Star point standings from Wooster, Ohio. It is Dean Jacobs. Dean driving for Janet and Junior Holbrook. 15.881. Quick time so far for Dean Jacobs, 15.881. Faster on the second one, the 15.805 for Dean Jacobs, 15.805. The 22B is Quincy, Michigan's Drew Bible. Drew Bible, rookie racer with us this year. Sponsored by Coldwater Products, Sintered Metals, Arnold Auto Parts, and City Glass, along with Quaker State. Drew Bible. 16.664 seconds for Drew Bible's first lap. 16.664. Dean Jacobs' quick time so far, the 15.805. The 5 car from Monclova, Ohio, it's Byron Reed. Byron Reed in the 5 car. There's your fast qualifier so far. Byron Reed with a 15.643. 15.643. Good first lap. A little slower on the second one, the 15.661, but there's your quick qualifier. The first 15 cars, Byron Reed with a 15.643. First time ever at the new 96 Speedway. Winner of the feature at Williams Grove last Friday night from Mont Alto, Pennsylvania. It's Lance DeWeese. Lance DeWeese in the 88 car. (16.301) the first one. Lance with some motor problems in qualifying. 16.301 the first lap time. Faster on the second lap with a 16.125 for Lance DeWeese. 16.125. Your defending champion, the winner of our spring race. And up for qualifying is the mouse, Kenny Jacobs. Jacobs driving for a new car owner this year. That would be himself in the 6 car, Kenny Jacobs. 15.755 first lap time for Kenny. 15.755. $15.880 on the second lap. The U2 United Express Line sponsored car from California. It is Paul McMahon. McMahon driving for Warren Johnson this season. For Oroville, California, it is Paul McMahon. Is it? 15.658. Second fast so far for McMahon. 15.658. 15.715 on a second for Paul McMahon. 15.715. $15.896 for Rodney Duncan's first lap. 15.896. $15.913 for Rodney Duncan's second lap. 15.913. The Steve Mock's own stealth is Brownsburg, Indiana's Joey Saldana. Saldana in the 17. $16.059 for Joey Saldana's first lap. 16.059. $15.705 on the second one for Joey. 15.705. The 63 driving a Ford powered sprint car owned by Bob Hampshire. It's Greg Wilson. Greg Wilson in the 63. 16.627, the first lap time for the Benton Ridge, Ohio racer. 1.6.627 for Greg Wilson. 16.970, the second time for Wilson. The 51 from Sykeston, Missouri. It is Jared Hull. Hull currently fourth in the All-Star point standings. Jared Hull from Sykeston, Missouri. 16.327, first time for Hull. 1.6.327. 16.409 for Hull, second lap. The young racer from Enumclaw, Washington, finished second in our All-Star feature in May. It's Casey Kane. Casey Kane in the 23K. $16.069. 16.208 and a second for Casey, attempting fate with a front stretch wall. From Elkhart, Indiana, sponsored by Hoosier Tire, Lane Automotive, and Man Enterprises is our track champion, Brett Mann. Brett Mann. $16.230 on the first lap for Mann. 1.6.230. $16.044 from Brett Mann, second lap. 1.6044. The 23S from Fremont, Ohio. It's Frankie Kerr. Frankie Kerr celebrating his 10th year with car owner Stan Shaw. Frankie Kerr. 15.879, first lap time for Frankie Kerr, 1.5879. $1.5569. Fast qualifier, Frankie Kerr, 1.5569.